All right, now I'm going over the test review questions for icebergs and glaciers. Number 1, if a glacier were discovered 100 miles from where you live, would you be in danger? Use details from the text to support your answer. Now, I think you could argue both sides. I think you could argue that yes, you would be in danger, and I think you can find evidence from the text that would support that. And I also think you could argue that no, you would not be in danger, and I think you could find evidence in the text to support that. So the key is finding the evidence to support your opinion, because either opinion can be correct as long as you support it. So for example, if I were to say, make the argument that yes, you would be in danger, I would say, yeah, I would be in danger if I lived even 100 miles by a glacier, because I know from the text that glaciers can move. And on page 566 in paragraph 1, it says when glaciers move, they grind and crush everything in their path. So since I know glaciers do move, and I know from the text that when they do move, they grind and crush everything in their path, I don't want to be close anywhere near a glacier based on that information. Okay, but again, I think you could also find evidence in the text if you want to argue that you would not be in danger. I think you could successfully make that argument, but you're going to have to find evidence in the text. What page and what paragraph and what does it say to support that argument? Okay, number 2, glaciers have been described as rivers of ice. Describe several ways a glacier and a real river are different and similar. Use examples from the text to support your answer. Well, let's see. Let's find where it says they are rivers of ice. I'm going to pause the video, find that real quick, and then I'll come back. All right, found it on page 562. In paragraph 2, it says glaciers are sometimes called rivers of ice, but a glacier moves differently than a river. So there's one of your differences, and then you're going to describe how they move differently. Okay, but then you're also going to, from this information in the text, describe how they are similar. In what ways are they similar to a river? But right there in the text, it states exactly that glaciers move differently than rivers. So there's your evidence there's your difference. Now you just need to find the similarities. Okay, and you also have the page number and the paragraph number for that difference. Okay, number 3, if you wanted to convince someone that the ice ages will not return, what arguments would you use? Use details from the selection in your answer. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to take a look through the text, and you could be doing this as well, and then I'll come back. All right, I found it. It's on, if we go to page 570 in your textbook, the last 2 paragraphs on page 70 address this question. So you're going to decide what side of the argument you're on. Either you think the ice ages will return, and then you're going to use some of the evidence from those last 2 paragraphs on page 570 to support your opinion, or you're going to say, no, I don't think the ice ages will ever return. And again, you're going to cite information from the text on page 570 in the last 2 paragraphs to support that opinion. Okay. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.